How's it going, folks? Sheilas and blokes. It's AJ coming at you with a cold open because Dan and I have been absent for a little bit. It's been kind of a whirlwind with holidays and everything else, but I hope everybody's doing well, and wanted to let you guys know that we're going to be back at it with weekly podcasts as soon as possible, probably as soon as the new year starts. But in order to give you guys something to listen to before the year ends, we've put together this little clip show of some of the best stuff, some of the funniest stuff, some of the bloopers and all that from the first year of our podcast. So hope you enjoy, and we'll talk to you in 2021.
I guess that's growing up. Oh man, I can't believe we have another cold open.
Another one. Another cold open of Dan just singing guitar riffs. It's perfect.
Another one.
My hatred of the Titans also manifests itself in their uniforms, which everything, the font, the design, the shapes on the shoulders, oh my god, just horrendous. Because there's too many colleges, there's too many bowls. It's like, it's a huge thing down here, and I'm the idiot that sees somebody wearing a Bruins sweatshirt, and I'm like, why is your Bruins sweatshirt red? Like I thought the Bruins were black and gold, man.
Nah, I mean, I don't know the Tennessee and Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't even know what college the Bruins are from. I care about the Boston Bruins, and that's about it.
I mean, I don't care about the Boston Bruins, but that's just me.
Yeah, you've got moral quandaries with them now, which is welcome to my life with the Celtics.
I didn't come up with a mock draft last week. If you're listening, go back to listen to last week. I wanted, from the Patriots, I wanted edge, I wanted linebacker, I wanted tight end, and I wanted offensive line and wide receiver before quarterback. But last week I said they should draft a quarterback high just to get their chance at a quarterback. They didn't like any of the guys. They drafted everyone I thought they would draft, except a wide receiver. But they, in a sense, they drafted two wide receivers. They spent a second rounder on Mohamed Sanu, and they went out and signed Marquise Lee.
Exactly.
I will say, Kyle Duggar, the first pick that they had in the second round, this originally had my head scratching.
It had. I was on FaceTime with my parents when the pick happened, and my dad was in the same position because I don't have cable.
I was like, who
the
hell is that?
So I was just following along on Twitter, and yeah, that seems to be where everybody's head was at. Was like, this guy.
I was like, who the hell is that guy? Now, I don't know much about Kyle Duggar. I hope he's not into Monster and Fox. You know, those Fox motorcycles, motocross.
Oh
bullshit.
God!
the
I was like, where are you going with this? Now
typical Kyle, dudes named Kyle that are really into Monster and
I don't know,
that type of shit.
Somebody's got to go look this kid up, find out whether or not he maybe he had a Monster tab necklace.
I mean, I hope not.
That would be too good.
That would be sick, dude.
So my number 3 was Tom Brady. My number 4 is a purely selfish pick.
It better not be Julian Edelman. If it's Julian Edelman, I'm canceling your fucking whole list.
It's not Jules.
If it was Jules, I would immediately hang up and abruptly end this podcast.
I'm not sure you're going to be that much of a fan of my pick anyway.
I mean, I'm probably not. It better not be Nomar either.
You hit the nail on the head there, my guy.
God fucking damn it. What did Nomar do except get hurt the whole time and marry Mia Hamm?
First of all, marrying Mia Hamm is a legendary move.
But that's all he did.
He was part of
the 2004 Sox before he got traded off like mid-season, but he was
That's
still part of that team.
That's a biased pick, dude.
I know, that's what I was saying. It's an absolute bias pick, but I wouldn't give a damn about sports if it weren't for Nomar Garciaparra. That was my first favorite player.
He
that was my
doesn't
first favorite
belong
player.
in any Mount Rushmore in Boston. He doesn't belong on any Mount Rushmore.
I love every part of it. I love the gloves. I love the ridiculous stances. I love the back and forth with the bat.
God
like everything he did.
I hated this. The
back and forth with the gloves and the toe taps and
thank God we traded him away.
Love every part of it. Nomar Garciaparra is my fourth pick just because he's the reason that I give a damn about sports at all.
Shame.
Yeah, you can shame me all you want, but
shame.
Oh, also, honorable mention to Brad Marchand for no other reason that I love the fact that he was licking people.
I mean, that's just funny. I don't know if he...
It's the most ridiculous intimidation tactic, but it's so effective. What would you do? Imagine being in some sort of like aggressive like back and forth with somebody or playing a game and someone just comes up to you and licks you straight up the face like a dog. How do you recover from that? You're screwed for the rest of that game. That's amazing.
I mean, if you put it into perspective, Brad Marchand, I'm like looking at it right now. Brad Marchand is listed as 5'9". How tall? Now I am like 5'11".
Same.
Or something around there. And I mean, we're like fairly average. We're average height. We're average human beings, but
we're above average. We're above the average height of an American male.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We got that going for us.
Oh man, better than average.
It's the only time either of us can say that about anything we do.
I mean, I'm the smartest fucking human alive. Smarter than Stephen Hawking's.
Whoa.
Anyways.
You know what? I'll agree with that.
Wow,
I'm gonna make sure that that's written on your tombstone when you pass away. Here lies Dan Mayotte, smarter than Stephen Hawking.
Fuck.
I'm going to interrupt. I'm gonna keep recording because why the hell not? But I just noticed I'm using a different microphone right now, and I noticed that every time I breathe, it's getting picked up. Like the meter is going. So give me a second. I'm gonna go switch back to the MXL that I was using last week.
Okay. I assume you're gonna cut this section out of it.
I am probably gonna cut it out, but also
you should cut it out.
There is a certain amount of comedy in listening to these things. So give me just a second.
That's
staying in. All right, I think we're a little bit better. Oh yeah, I can even hear it in my own voice now.
That is better.
Yeah, I was sitting there listening to you and breathing, and I was watching the meter. It kept jumping up, and I was like, oh no, that's not what you want.
It's been. Wait, I'm not gonna lie, the connection's not. Damn, this sucks. For those of you who can't see what's happening right now, I hope they keep this in. They are frozen, and I lost contact. Which one's the record button?
Brad, you live?
I hope I'm alive.
Well,
can we put that?
We're gonna leave it in. That's the cold open right there.
Oh no. Okay.
So yeah, like Ken said, I do a bunch of mixing work for Psychic of Orange. Occasionally a little bit of, I guess you could call it producing, in that I cut and make edits and stuff, and have played on 2, maybe 3 songs.
Here and there. That's always fun.
Especially, I think the only one that's like super noteworthy, that was like an actual addition to anything was Thought So off of Water. That bass part at the end.
Yeah.
I just felt
classic.
I felt the song needed something, and there it was.
True.
Came out of my fingers,
Facts.
man. It was
that
incredible.
Was good.
So yeah, obviously that's.
Isn't it weird?
So that's
how things come out of your fingers. That's all I was say.
True. So that's how Ken and I know each other. Dan, how do you and Ken know each other?
We met, or anyone who is a listener and didn't go to the University of New Haven, that's where we met, and we eventually we were all in the same club, music industry club, Mike, as we call it. and just messed around, did a lot of cool things, and some of the leaders of it, I guess. I think that's where I met Ken. I don't remember our first conversation.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't remember our first conversation, but I remember the first time I saw you guys. And I remember like going into Mike and being super like. First of all, you guys intimidated me. And I also thought you guys were really cool. I thought you guys were so cool.
I never do that.
And you proved me wrong. No, you guys. I thought you were so cool when I first like came to school. I was fully like a kid. I was like,
I'm sorry that we disappointed you. I'm sorry that we never.
You guys are the best.
We never lived up. Lived up to those first impressions.
No.
Yo, Dan's lights just turned off.
Absolutely thought you guys were really cool though.
Yeah, I gotta turn the lights back on. Just give me 1
Good night,
second.
Dan.
I'll be back in a second. Don't talk too much shit about me.
This has already gone off the rails. I love it. This is gonna be a fun one to edit.
All right. You want to move on to our next piece of topic?
Let's switch gears to the Vans Warped Tour scene, who are currently.
You want to give the background on this? You have all the necessary things up.
I am ready. Hold on a second. Let's fire up Twitter here and find.
This is.
I'm going to read the statement. So somebody went anonymous on Reddit and posted this to the relationships subreddit. They said,
God, I fucking love Reddit.
Their username is throwaway with a bunch of numbers, and it says, throwaway for reasons that will become obvious soon. I, 30 male, play in a decently well-known band that's been touring around the country for about 9 years now. I met my girlfriend, 25 female, at a show 2 years ago which had local openers, and she told me that she was a friend of one of the local bands and that's why she was there. When we met, she offered to buy me a drink, and after talking, she claimed that she didn't know my band / who I was at all. She has moved to my state and we live together now. Today, being bored in quarantine, we were going through old photos together. This is where it all unravels. In 2012, my band played a cross-country music festival, and we had daily meet and greets for fans. We weren't all that big, but it was a fun thing for us and our fans. When we were looking at old photos, there was a picture of her with my band, which was obviously from this festival. So she lied, knew my band, possibly knew who I was for, all caps, years, and it's having me doubt the entire relationship. Like she only got with me because of who I am / I was in the band, things like that. I'm thinking about leaving in the middle of the night tonight, but I don't know if I'm just overreacting as two separate words I don't know if I'm just overreacting to something really stupid. I was so upset I didn't even want to talk to her about it. I don't know, all caps, how to talk to her about it. I already talked to my buddy and he'll let me crash for a few nights. I just don't know what to do. Too long, didn't read. Girlfriend lied about knowing who I was when we met. I found out she lied. I want to leave. Don't know what to do. First of all, first things first.
Oh, man, this is a lot to unpack.
It's a lot to unpack, and basically the Twitter sleuths have started trying to figure out who this person is. It's pretty obvious just based on the wording and the fact that this guy says that, like, oh, we were a decently known band or whatever. It's that kind of modesty that you can expect from anybody who's played the Vans Warped Tour. And that tour was pretty huge in 2012. So people are trying to figure out who this guy is, what band he's from. And it has been, I will say, it has been a thoroughly entertaining ride watching the Twitter threads. There's a guy it's not his he's a Twitch streamer, so it's not his handle, but his name that comes up every time you see one of his tweets is Quentin Quarantino,
That's great. I love that name.
Yep, he has been...
That's a solid Twitter name.
He has been heading up the search, and supposedly the person who posted it said that they would reveal who they were if the community
could raise $10,000 for Live Nation's, I think it's called like the One Crew Fund or something. You can look it up. If there's $10,000 worth of donations to this fund for out of work musicians and crew people, if they reach $10,000, they will reveal themselves. But I think it's much more fun to watch everybody just trying through process of elimination to figure out who the hell this guy is.
Have you ever noticed that he talks like Billy Mays?
He kind of does.
He yells at the camera. It's crazy.
I mean, everyone does.
Not like yelling like aggressively. He just, hi, I'm Phil McKenty, and this is the Punk Rock MBA. Hi, I'm Finn McKenty. And here's I'm here to sell you the ShamWow. But anyway, it was all kind of spawned from that. It was all kind of spawned from that ring theory thing that Brad sent me.
Nerd.
I hate you so much.
Hey Dan, don't forget who's editing this podcast, okay?
That is true. AJ can totally edit it to make me sound like an idiot. You can also edit it for me to say like, I, Dan Mayotte, am an idiot.
Well, he wouldn't have to. You just said
now I don't have to.
You did.
Yeah, now you don't have to. Now you could just now you could just delete everything from my thing.
There are so many options for cold opens here.
Well, you want to know what's great about the Islanders, the New York Islanders? They have a dog. They have multiple dogs. The Bruins don't have dogs that go to their
bears.
games. You don't have cute little puppies.
We have bears and weirdos that get onto nationally syndicated sports shows.
Hold on. Let me just give you. I am going to send you a pic. I'm going to send you a pic of the Islanders pups, and you cannot tell me that they're not cute.
I'm sure they're adorable. And as much as I love little puppy kisses, as much as I love puppies licking my face, I enjoy watching Brad Marchand lick other people's faces more. Fenway, my puppy, if you're listening to this, I didn't mean that. I still love you the most. Or Pugsley, as our friend Brad calls him.
Aww.
Which he responds to all these years later. How insane is that?
That's awesome.
Are you sending me pictures?
I mean, I'm sending you the Instagram at least.
I hate this.
Like, you can't tell me that dog is not cute. And also, for all the people out there, I was curious. There was one day during quarantine that I was very, it was out of curiosity if like other teams had puppies. And there are several NHL teams that have dogs. And also, it's a Reddit thread, and it's with players' dogs as well. And several players, especially Bruins players, have dog accounts for their dogs.
The listeners at home can't see it, but I am shaking my head at you.
Just look up NHL dogs when you get a chance. It is beautiful.
I'd rather just look at the dogs themselves.
No, I mean, like, I gotta send you this thread now. This is going off the rails.
You're sending me pictures of dogs. Our friend Justin has sent me. Dan, do you remember Carl Weiser?
Come on. Is Pope Catholic? Are cops not racist?
Justin
Are cops
Poole
racist?
Yes. Justin Poole, our dear friend and former roommate, has been sending me nonstop Carl Weiser memes and TikToks, including Star Wars related ones. And I got him back with a video of Carl Weiser singing Fireflies by Owl City.
Oh my, you gotta send that to me.
That's an indication of the mental state.
You gotta send it to Justine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she'd get a kick out of that for sure.
She would, and I just sent you.
But that's an indication of the mental state here at the Packie Run. Now that we are back to being quarantined and trying to figure out how to fill our days.
It's been so like I've been moving to Boston. I've been trying to get settled and like figuring things out. Like I'm not gonna get into all the stories tonight, but probably over the course of like some time I will say like a bunch of stories about like this move, because there are some like Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm type moments to it.
There you go.
And I found it at Cappy's
What is Cappy's?
down in Hyannis. It's like,
Is it it's a local joint?
yeah, I guess it's a good, nice, big liquor store. Kind of like Luke's Liquors.
Luke's Liquors.
Yeah.
All 3 locations are amazing, and Luke's Liquors should sponsor us.
Well, Luke's Liquors Luke's Liquors are all over fucking Cape Cod, dude.
How many are there on the Cape? I know there's one in Rockland. I know there's one in Manomet, which is just Plymouth. Are there more on the Cape?
Dude, I drive around, like, me and my girlfriend will drive around Cape Cod and go to random towns because
There's
what else
shit to do.
there's nothing to do except go to the beach, but it's too cold to swim, and just drive around and find nature trails to go to, and go to Luke's. And there has to be a Luke's Liquors in like every town in Cape Cod, or some towns there's like at least 3.
I didn't know that they had an empire, but that's cool.
They're like everywhere down here, so that's kind of cool.
Keep getting them checks, I guess. Build your Packie empire.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
but
bring us along for the ride.
I feel like both of me and you had phases where we were like practicing screams. Because I definitely had that. God, I'm trying to think of like terrible musical phases. Because I'm gonna save the best one for last because you know what I'm talking about. But like I'll save that one for my last one. But there was a week when I was into grindcore.
You were into grindcore?
For like a week. I was into a lot of weird stuff as like a kid. Should I really say it?
Probably not.
You know what I'm talking about though. Let me put it as abbreviation AC.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was into the AC for like a week.
So you were an edgelord for a while.
I was strictly into the thing is, when you're 14 and like your friends are terrible. Like they find like the worst shit on the internet, and their siblings tell them like, oh, have you heard about this band? Like this band has a song called like.
Oh, what's the?
I can't even.
What's the? It's like what's I can't remember the name. What's the big like white supremacist like Nazi punk band?
Oh, Screwdriver.
Yeah, it's like when your friends first show you Screwdriver.
Yeah, there was a couple of kids that I grew up with. They had like big family outings in like New Hampshire or Maine or something, and they had like an old barn on the property that they would stay at.
Yeah.
And they were setting off fireworks, and they burned the barn to the ground.
Oh God.
I don't remember the details. I don't know if they owned it or if it was someone else's property or something, but I do very much remember wanting to go on that trip, being told no by my parents, and then
It's like, oh yeah, maybe my parents were right.
yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of look back and you're like, maybe you had a point there.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not giving up the ghost just yet. I'm still pretty sure that I know everything all the time.
I mean, as like a 24-year-old should believe.
Exactly. I'm on the right track, damn it.
Yeah, we all are. But anyways,
Fireworks aside.
there were fireworks on Sunday.
Metaphorical fireworks.
Yeah, metaphorical fireworks.
This is a flawless transition.
I mean, like, I do radio, so I know a thing or two about, like, some transitions.
You're going to come in real handy if we ever start to monetize this thing.
But Cam Newton to the Patriots.
Cam Newton to the Patriots. First thoughts. You're the professional here.
So I was on the porch, just chilling, like we were barbecuing, like hanging out and everything like that. Whole fam. And I get the notification on like ESPN. And at first my first thought was like, there was a few episodes ago where I was talking about this troll on Twitter called Barry McFarlane.
McFarlane.
And I was like, I'm getting Barry McFarland. This is definitely, and then I saw it was like actually ESPN and Adam Schefter and like Chris Mortensen. So like
Ian Rappaport was on it too, I believe.
Yeah, like reputable sources, like real deal people. And like I got the actual notifications and I was just, I had to shush everyone. I'm like, Cam Newton got signed to the Patriots. I nearly jumped out of my seat.
Yeah.
Because
Because it came out of left field.
Because, like, I didn't expect it at all. And at first I was just like, man, I really wanted to see the kid play. Like the kid as in Jared Stidham.
Yeah.
And then, like, after 10 minutes of that, I texted you, and I was like, bruh, Cam Newton. And you're like, well, wait, what are you talking about? And you called me immediately afterwards. Like, as soon as you Googled it, you were like, well, so what was running through your head at that moment?
Yeah, I was relaxing on my porch trying to drink in the last 30 minutes of sunlight after a particularly long day at work. And yeah, you texted me and you were like, dude, Cam Newton. And I remember texting you. I was just like, what? What happened? And then I just Googled Cam Newton, and the first like 16 stories, it was all over, WEEI, Boston Globe, ESPN, like every sports outlet had started to report on it. And I don't even know what my first reaction was. It wasn't really positive, to be honest. Like, I respect Cam Newton as like a player. Like, he had that incredible, it was 2015, he was the league MVP.
Yeah, he was the MVP.
He's big, he's mobile, he's a great athlete. He's not necessarily the numbers don't necessarily back him up with like accuracy and QB ratings and everything else, but he is like undeniably talented. But culturally, that's a huge shift for the Patriots. Like, that's my first thought was just like, we're gonna go from, for better or for worse, Brady and Belichick were always kind of in lockstep as far as what they were going to say to the media, what they were going to do, what they were going to put out when they were off the field.
Right.
Like, they were fully bought into the culture, and now we're gonna have Cam Newton, who dresses like a runway model for interviews, and like he's a very loud, like outspoken personality. So that was like the first thought was, well, this is going to be an interesting ride, if nothing else. But I'm on a podcast now, and I'm like a grown ass adult who is trying to figure out how to support himself. So yeah, I'll sell out.
Dude, you still have Pop-Tarts for dinner.
That's not entirely true. I mean, it's not like I haven't done that in the past couple months.
I mean, this has been a day full of calling you out. So I do apologize.
This is true. Listeners at home, telling you, at Packie Run Pod on Instagram and Twitter. I have been roasted for takes that I made 10 episodes ago. My own family wouldn't even back me up.
Was it just one person, or how many more people reached out to you and said, that's a bad take?
It was only my cousin Bobby. We can say this now. My cousin Bobby, friend of the pod.
Yes.
Bobby backed you up. He backed you up about the my Nomar take, and I put my doctor hat on. I prescribed him 2 middle fingers and told him to call me when the fever breaks. Because Dan,
I mean, that's what you should have told Nomar when he broke a couple of his limbs and couldn't like perform for the Red Sox anymore.
My friends and my family are just not loyal, and I am upset about it.
I mean, Nomar was good, but like, really?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm a sad boy now.
It's been...
Say hi to the podcast.
Hi, podcast. Dan bought me a snack the other day. Thank you, AJ, for calling his ass out. Can I curse? Can I say ass?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
All right, enjoy the popcorn.
Okay, thank you.
No, sorry, I would give AJ popcorn too, but I can't send it to
I expect a bag of microwave popcorn in my mailbox.
I don't know what you're saying.
He expects some microwave popcorn in his mailbox right now.
I guess I'll have to listen to the pod to find out what you see.